Well, I want to hire a local specialist, and of course, Reid, always thinking outside the box, wants to bring in someone who has a reputation like John Dixon. Right, Reid?
Whatever you say. Excuse me.
What is wrong with him?
Oh, he's probably just upset that he stepped in for me earlier and helped me out.
Yeah, why did he have to do that? What's wrong? What happened? I mean, your answers were all over the place. I was worried.
Oh, they caught me off guard.
How did they catch you off guard? Isn't that why we're here, so you can impress the board?
It is, and I will. Look, don't worry. I got a strategy.
Really? What is it?
Look, son, if you don't want this position, why don't you just say so and you can back out now?
Oh, wait a minute. Who says I don't want it?
Well, your behavior, for one thing. I mean, you were lucky that Reid stepped in and saved you.
Oh, Dad, I was doing fine without him.
Is that what you think?
Yes.
Well, I hate to say this to you, but you were far from fine just now.
Oh, actually, you were probably a little nervous. The ice has been broken, and you have the entire evening to go ahead and impress him.
Which is exactly what Dr. Oliver's been doing, and quite successfully, I might add.
Actually, I thought his jumping in for Chris and answering that question made him look pretty arrogant.
I think so, too. But I bet that's exactly what Chris had planned, right?
Well,
You mean you knew that he was going to come in and try to rescue you, and that was going to make him look bad?
No, look, I was surprised that he did that, okay? And grateful as well.
And you do admit that you're having a rough time.
Dad, I admit that I had a rocky start. Doesn't mean I'm going to have a rocky finish. Okay? Trust
Exactly,
me.
exactly. You've got a lot of schmoozing to do, so go for it, son.
All right, well, first I just need a tall, cool drink. I can have a club soda, please.
Why don't you get something stronger? It'll calm you down a little.
You know what I'd really love to do? Get out of here.
Well, you still have a little schmoozing to do, right?
I think I had enough of that. They love me, I can tell. You know what, let's unless you want to stay.
I'm only here for you.
In that case, let's go.
You're serious?
Dead serious.
Okay.
The hell is he going now?
Getting fresh air?
Oh, they're leaving. This is what I was talking about. Either he doesn't want this job or he thinks he's got it because he's my son.
You just, honey, you're being so hard on him.
No, listen, I'm out of this completely. He's on his own.
Sometimes I really think you don't want him to have the job.
How can you say that? You know it's always been my dream that he follow in my footsteps at Memorial. That's why it's so upsetting.
But if you want him to succeed, then why do you turn your back on him?
Well, I guess he's got to learn, maybe even the hard way, that you're not chosen for a position like this because you get a recommendation from dear old Dad. You have to deserve it.
Reid, what's really going on here? Are we back to that again?
No, I'm talking about Chris. You had those trustees eating out of your hand.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, and Chris was about to fall on his face. You saved the moment for him. Why?
I want to give him a fighting chance. Don't want him to be defeated before he's hardly gotten out of the gate. This will make it more fun to beat him in the end.
Cut it out. You're lying to me again.
You're still mad about that patient at the hotel.
Let's not talk about the patient at the hotel. Let's not talk about Chris. Let's talk about us. If life with you is going to be a parade of secrets and lies, I don't want any part of it.
Luke, you're overreacting.
And you're lying.
Because I have to.
Right, that's it.
Luke, wait. Chris is the patient at the hotel.
What?
He is very sick. I'm the only one who knows.
So how long has Chris been like this?
I don't know how long the virus has been in his system, but the symptoms have hit him hard and fast. They're attacking his heart muscle.
Well, then why did he come to you? You're not a cardiologist.
He didn't come to me. I caught him drawing his own blood. As much as I've tried, I can't convince him to see a cardiologist.
Well, that's insane. Why is he being so stubborn?
I assume he wants to stay in the running for the chief of staff position.
And risk death?
Apparently. Although that would make my life easier. Wouldn't have to carry around this secret anymore, or my competition would disappear.
Reid, don't even pretend that this is funny.
I know it's not. A couple of months ago, I wouldn't have cared. I definitely wouldn't have gotten involved.
And now you're seeing a patient in private, keeping secrets for a guy who's after the same job that you want.
Even stepping up to help him get the job. Good God, who the hell am I? I hardly recognize myself.
Reid, shut up with all this fake bravado. Underneath it all, you're a doctor, and you have a good heart. You can't stand to see anyone suffer.
Usually I don't mind seeing them fail, especially if they have something I want and they're standing in my way.
Well, could it be that you're actually evolving?
I'm changing, that's for sure. Guess I have you to thank for that.
Here, this will help you cool down.
Woo! Mint chocolate chip?
Doctor's orders.
Whoa. Listen, I know you think that I have blinders on when it comes to Chris and his job at the hospital.
Well, I know you think I don't give him the support that he deserves.
So, what do we do about it?
Eat our ice cream before it melts.
I'm serious.
So am I.
I just don't want the competition between Chris and Dr. Oliver to be a constant irritant between us.
You know, ultimately, that decision will be made not by his mother and father.
I know that.
I mean, this is a very high position to go after, and he's got to convince the right people that he wants it badly.
And you think he hasn't?
Well, I think maybe he's got too much on his plate.
You're talking about Katie?
No, Katie, establishing a new practice, coming back home. Maybe it's more than he can handle.
I just hate that we don't see this from the same point of view.
There are two things that I know we agree on.
Yeah? What?
The first one is that we want what's best for our son, regardless of what he chooses to do, as long as he's happy.
Right. So, what's the other one?
This is good ice cream.
You must have really hated being there.
Why do you say that?
Because you were pale as a ghost at Metro, and now you seem almost normal.
Ah, a little bit of a headache. Took an aspirin. Feel much better now.
No, it was more than that. You seemed so wiped out at the party. Were you nervous?
No, not at all.
And then Reid, I don't know what was up with him. He was acting like your best friend.
Yeah, well, he probably recognizes that I'll get the job. You know, wants to get on my good side, that's all.
Confident much?
Always. Especially when you're with me.
I keep waiting for the other shoe to drop. You're not gonna suddenly turn cold on me again, are you?
No. Scout's honor.
Good, because I'd have to get out a baseball bat and hit you over the head with it if you did.
Wouldn't want that to happen, would we?
No, we would not. Wanna come in?
Do you want me to?
What do you think?
I will take that as a yes.
So, do you want me to get you anything? Something to drink, to eat?
The only thing I want right now would be you. Ooh. What about Jacob?
He is staying at Allie's tonight. Yeah, very good.